Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 43 of the AC Milan Awake the Sleeping Giant series. And in today's episode, we have an absolute cracker. A home tie against Roma, where our top four credentials is anything but certain right now. So I feel like every single match for the rest of the year from now is a must win. And although Roma are currently having a very much an underwhelming season, as you can see from the league table, it's going to be a tough match. And as I said, with our inconsistencies this year, every game is a must win and every game absolutely terrifies me. But before we get deep into the episode, if you have enjoyed today's episode or any of the previous episodes, feel free to hit like and subscribe, as it really, really does help, and I really, really do appreciate it. And of course, by hitting that subscribe button, you will be notified of any videos that do get released in the future, whether that be Let's Plays, tutorials, or experiments. Nothing is off the cards, and I do have some interesting content planned in the next few weeks to months to be released before your very eyes. It's too close, viewers. It's way too close. We are only 3 points away from losing our top four spot. And as you can see from the points difference, there is 6 points separating 10th to 4th right now. And losing any game at this point could be absolutely costly, with Sampdoria also potentially losing spot. They've lost 10 games. Well, then again, we've lost 9 games, so I can't really criticise them. However, the only thing we have going for us is that our goal difference is much, much better than every single team around us other than Juventus and Inter. And it's the same story for Inter. They're absolutely running away with the league, with Lukaku scoring an absolutely mental 34 goals. I thought Belotti's goal tally was incredible last year, but Lukaku's just literally got a piece of paper and he's literally just gone, no, breaking all the record books, Lukaku. Can you stop this, mate? Can you stop this? Because if you get 40 goals, I think that is going to be the most goals anyone's ever scored in a league sort of race, right? I believe. I might be wrong. Regardless, it's absolutely sensational. So, yeah, the league's gone, right? The league's gone. Juventus is also too far away for us to catch. So top four is the only thing that we have to play for at this point. But the boards, They're happy. They're happy. We're currently at a B-. They are very disappointed with no signing high reputation players, despite the fact we've signed Belotti and Ibanez and Milan over the past few years. But whatever. But we are looking good. Obviously, there's no chance of us getting sacked, thankfully. Fingers crossed. Fingers bloody crossed. And we also reached the semi-final of the Italian Cup, where we are in the final. So, yeah, the board are very, very happy. Obviously, it was looking a little bit unsteady the past few episodes, where we were very much out of the top four and looking very, very unlikely to be able to string some wins together. But we have managed to do that. Of course, since the last episode, which was the 3-0 win against Lazio that did put us into the semi-final of the Champions League against an old adversary in Manchester City. Since then, we have played 2 Serie A games against Parma and Sampdoria, respectively. 2 clean sheets, 2 wins. You can't ask for much more than that. The first win coming against a very, very decent Parma side, where they are currently in 7th, so I think they are in the hunt for top 4. So beating these was a pretty important result, where Belotti got himself on the score sheet, getting himself a brace very, very early on in the game, in the 20th and the 36th minute. A very, very dominant performance, I feel like. Expected goals, everything was pretty much in our favour. We scored 2 of our 3 on-target shots, though, so perhaps a little bit of complacency sneaking into the side again, but thankfully Belotti was able to get ourselves 3 points. 3 very important points against a team that could very much have come to the San Siro and showed us who boss. But you know what we did? We got their P45 and we threw it at them, and Parma have gone like, ah! The next win was against Sampdoria. And once again, another very important win against a 3rd place Sampdoria, our rivals for this year. Where away from home as well, we put in an absolutely unbelievable performance with a midfield consisting of Gundogan and Thornsby. So, a midfield to be feared, if anything. And Gabaladini is still playing. He's only 32. Never mind. I thought he was older than that, weirdly enough. But Gundogan is in their midfield, which is a very, very strange sight. But considering we were away from home, our performance was arguably better against Sampdoria than it was against Parma. And obviously Sampdoria being the tougher of the sides, and a very, very good performance from everyone but our sort of wingers in Wijnaldum and David Neres. And it was the same in the Parma game. So potentially we need to change something up going into this Roma game. Maybe try and get Jesus Corona on. Maybe get one of the Tistavilli on as well. Castrovilli potentially slotting in. We have a lot of depth where if we are struggling for performances, we can change this up, change things up quite significantly. And I think I am going to do that for you. Oh, for God's sake. That is not a sight I want to see against Roma. Our best DM, Florentino Luis, suspended. Alex Grimaldo, suspended. Oh, this is a bloody disaster. However, we do have Pellegrini that can slot in, who is apparently a better player than Grimaldo. And we can play Ajer. So once again, really showing how strong our depth is into this season. And we are going to replace a few players. Wijnaldum's going to come off, give him a rest, and we're going to bring Corona on, who is still listed. No team's wanting him, unfortunately. And blimey, a few of our players are unfit. Right. I think I might play Bartolini at right back instead of the Wang, because especially with Manchester City coming up, I'm thinking, when's the Manchester City game? How much rest do we have? Oh, we have 4 days rest, right? How many days are in April? No, we only have 3 days rest. Right. I might look to change things up then if this is the case, but we can't really change a lot, can we? I don't think we can. Right, okay. I think we're going to have to stick with a pretty bog standard team, but I might have to give everyone a few days rest straight after this game just to make sure that we don't have any injuries. And speaking of injuries, Nkias is currently rehabbing. I think it was a very minor injury. I think it was only a pulled groin, so it was only a few days out. But hopefully he doesn't get himself injured again. Otherwise, we are in big trouble going into the next game against Manchester City, because Nkias is the only competent keeper we have. So Nkias, if we can wrap you in bubble wrap and beg you not to get it. Just don't move, Nkias. Just don't move. Just have your arms out like that. I'm sure that's how you keep, innit? That's how you keep. You just hold your arms out and hope the ball hits you. But of course, with this being the final season at AC Milan, it's going to be quite emotional seeing seeing me not manage any of these boys before. Obviously, we'll have a very big look through the side on who's performed and who's not throughout the 4 or 5 years I've been here at the end of the year. But the likes of Belotti, I've always been a big fan of Belotti and Ajer. If anything, I'd probably say Ajer is probably the most undervalued player on Football Manager right now. And if you're able to get him, I would. And there's a potential video coming out in regards to Christopher Ajer, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. But Belotti as well. Belotti's been absolutely unbelievable, despite being injured for the majority of the year. I mean, saying that, he's played 27 games, so that's not necessarily correct. But 19 goals. He is on course to beat his previous year total of 25 and 35. But enough of the talking. Roma at home, no sort of rivalry described, but every game right now is a rivalry in my eyes. Doesn't matter who we're playing, whether we're playing Parma, Sampdoria, Milan or Benevento. Every single team's a rival because we need to win, and today I know we're going to win. I have my fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Every single person has their fingers crossed now, right? If you want to put in the comment section below your predictions, and if you do get them right, you get another high five. Lots of you could have about 20 high fives by now, and this will be the most cardio I've done in about a year. So, by high five and you're getting me fit, viewers. So, you definitely want to do your predictions now, don't you? Of course you do. But with the lineup that Roma have released, I've got Eddie Nketiah, Denis Suarez, Mil Gomez, Zaniolo, who's unbelievable, Cristane, Gagliardini, Nacho, Kumbula, Calero, Serginho Dest, and Dragowski. Obviously, Serginho Dest coming from Barcelona, so I'm assuming he's on loan. If he's not, that is absolutely mental. All the best out there. Go and have bloody fun, and we're gonna do some individual talks because we like to have we are the headmaster of this team. I can't do the subs, Alex, because they don't care. And Kalulu's nervous somehow. I mean, he's literally on the bench, so it's fine. But let's get into it. Roma versus Milan, or Milan versus Roma. I'm confident. I mean, the Athletic. This guy's called. How do you say this name? Shanti Gomez. He's got 2 H's. Is that a typo? I don't know. But I'm a big fan of Massimino's work. I don't know who it is, but I'm a fan. And you'll have to pay about £5 to the Athletic to actually see what I've said there. So, get your wallets out. What a sentence. I mean, if you don't understand, you do have to pay for the Athletic, and they were by the Athletic. You get me? Right, let's go. I mean, Juventus have beat Torino 5-0, and Ronaldo scored 2 penalties. I thought that was 3 penalties, sorry. 2 penalties. Tecatito, ball in, and Castrovilli with the header at the near post. The 2 players that have come into the side, replacing who was it that replaced? David Neres and Wijnaldum. So our wingers combining there. It's a lovely corner in, and Castrovilli rises like a salmon above his man, and he does the fist bump. Oh, we love that celebration, yes. Castrovilli, 1-0 up, 9 minutes. Very good performance so far from the boys, and I'm not sure Fiorentina and Atalanta have kicked off, but apparently it's 0-0, but we don't care about that. And there is another chance. Serginho Dest, Zaniolo, arguably their most dangerous player on the pitch. Gagliardini. It's a great tackle from Aguirre. Wijnaldum's still on the pitch. Zaniolo's running things in the middle for. That is terrible. That is horrendous. Oh my God, what a save, and Kiers. Don't injure yourself, in Kiers. I've wrapped your groin in bubble wrap. If you're thinking you're dirty, please just don't get injured. Denis Suarez corner in, 2 corners, and there's a potential counter-attack here from Castrovilli, but the FM says denied. Oh, it's another chance, for Pete's sake. Nacho, Mio Gomez, Zaniolo, and we sung his praises, saying he was their most dangerous player on the pitch, and he's proved it there with 2 headed goals in 30 minutes. Instead of a set piece, it's a very, very good cross from Mal Gomez with Zaniolo rising above. I think this is Tecatito, and putting them 1-1. I mean, we need to get a result here, boys. We really, really do. And we're not, we've sort of let our performances drop a little bit in the past 10 minutes. And it's a good save from Nkias. Can we get a potential counter-attack on the go? As Roma don't really seem too bothered about getting themselves back into position. But Tecatito on the left-hand side, he was at fault for the goal. He's got us an assist. Can he get himself a goal? He can't. Bashing it into the side netting, which we've seen many times on Football Manager. As we come towards half-time. And I feel like every single chance has come from the wingers on both sides, weirdly enough. Are we going to get that? Belotti doesn't get it. He's not brave enough. Cristante, Calero, are we going to get that? Denis Suarez. I mean, it's very sort of sloppy at the moment from both sides. Zaniolo, Gagliardini. I'd love to sign Zaniolo if I was doing one more season. I'd probably try and get him, to be fair. Eddie Nketiah's got a knock. They're playing around nicely here, Roma. However, are they going to get anything out of it? That's the question. Cristante, Zaniolo, poor defend it. Right, well, that is ridiculous. Milankovic has literally been torn apart there. Do you want to quit your job, Milankovic? Do you want to go to a different career? Because with that defending and the fact that Denis Suarez has quite literally ruined you, you probably should. That is a great... I mean, he's gone through Milankovic there, so he's been decapitated. But Denis Suarez, take nothing from the man. That is an unbelievable finish. I mean, it's annoying to go into half-time with that sort of finish, because I feel like I should be fuming, but... I mean, to be fair, he did go through him, but with that, it was first time on the volley, world class, as they would say, and we need to change something, but I don't know what to change. Both goals from Rona have been a corner and a world class piece of play from Denis Suarez, Castrovilli, Belotti. What is going on? It's header galore. Aguirre on the right-hand side. Don't hit it. It's a good ball. And Castrovilli getting himself on the score sheet once again. I believe he scored 2, right? I think that's a brace for Castrovilli. And this is a great piece of play. I mean, it's very sloppy from Roma to get out. So Serginho Dest with a no-nonsense header. And Ajer gets the cross in. Castrovilli's not going to miss from that range. And you'd arguably say the keeper should potentially do a little better, considering it's literally right underneath him. But Castrovilli, 2 goals. And Castrovilli's sort of forcing his way into the first team against Milan now. Milan against Manchester City with 2 very, very good goals where we very much struggled for goals in the wing area. And I think I'm going to change some stuff. Belotti's really, really struggled. So I think Lacazette is the way to go. And we're going to bring Tistavilli on for Corona. He's not really played many games this year, but with that dribbling flair, he's going to be a threat. What's his pace, actually? He's relatively quick as well, so I might... Oh, no, we won't do that. We won't change anything. We'll trust Tistavilli to use his footballing brain. And as we come towards the full-time whistle, there is a very late chance, and it looks like potentially might be for us to substitute Tistavilli on. Pellegrini coming... Oh, no. Oh, no. Mabula... We need to break him. We need to break... Okay, I was joking. I was joking. Ajer, I mean, you're not going to play in the next league game, so it's fine. But you idiots! Oh, I sung your praises at the start of the year. Start of the episode. Right. This going to look... I mean, Lacazette's literally just come on, so he's going to be furious. I don't know what's happened to this name here. So I think we're going to... I know what we're going to do. We're going to do something brave. We're going to do something very, very brave. We're going to do that. And we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. Actually, no, when we won't. We will do that. And that. And what we'll do is go a little bit more direct, run at them, and hit early crosses. Try and get Wijnaldum in and behind the defence. If we somehow get a goal here, this will be fantastic. Show my tactical genius, Football Manager. Maybe. I mean, if it's through a corner, it's not really me, but I'll take it. Oh, no. 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 Calero. It's going to be over the top. And Bula, we are so far out of position. We may as well be in American football. And Bula. And then Kias has hands. He hasn't injured himself yet, which is good to see. And 4 minutes added on. And it looks like it's going to be a point shared between both sides. Castrovilli getting an 8.5 rating and no doubt getting man of the match as well. I'll take it. I think we actually go into 3rd spot with that result, right? I think we do. We'll have a quick look. Yes, we do. We go to 3rd. And unfortunately, Sampdoria do have a game in hand. But that does mean we are 4 points clear with 5 games to go from Udinese. And, I mean, with that good goal difference as well, it essentially adds an extra point, right? But... yeah, I mean, that we'll take that result. Considering we're unbeaten in 4, I mean, what we'll do a quick team meeting as well. And no one cares. Fan-bloody-tastic. But, of course, the next episode is going to be against Manchester City. Both legs are on the horizon in the next episode. The first and second leg against our old adversary, Manchester City, where, of course, we did get knocked out last year in the exact same part of the competition. We got knocked out in the semi-final last year. Will we secure our qualification to the final? We'll have to wait and see. But of course, that is going to bring us to the end of the episode. If you have enjoyed the episode, I'd very much appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, and feel free to put any comments in the comment section on any constructive feedback or constructive criticism that you do have to improve the episodes. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Wherever you are in the world, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.